Hi guys, today's video is about past lives. Do you believe in past lives? Have you ever felt like you encountered somebody and you really felt like you almost already met that someone? Or have you ever felt like you were going somewhere and you almost had the sensation that you had been already in that place? All these kind of feelings, they do come from somewhere, and in my own experience, they come from a place inside of you, which is called a memory. I do believe in past lives, and I know that reincarnation exists because I do remember some of my past lives. And the reason why I remember them is just because I needed to remember them to understand certain things about my own life. So today I will be sharing with you one experience that was very, very touching for me about one of the past lives that I remember, and it's very, very meaningful for me in my own life right now. So this is why I want to share it with you. So I was meditating 7 or 8 years ago. I don't remember exactly when it was. And during my meditation, I started having certain kind of emotions, and I started feeling a little emotional. In the moment in which my feelings got paired to a vision, then I understood what it was about. Basically, I had the vision of me riding this beautiful brown horse. It was my own horse. And I was riding in the countryside of England, and it was 1558. I used to be a knight. I remember exactly what I was wearing. It was super itchy material that I don't even know what it was. And it was brown and very not tied to my body. It looked like a poncho in a way. And I remember, having this kind of relationship with my horse and really loving my horse very, very much. You need to know that in my whole life, I always had an obsession for swords, medieval swords, or that kind of sword, and for spurs, and for anything that you could fight with. And also, I used to find myself whenever I would meditate or just chat on the phone with somebody and lose myself in thoughts. While I was doing that, I was most of the times drawing crosses or something that kind of reminded me of something, like from the church environment. So you need to know that in 1558 I used to be one of the knights of Mary Tudor of England, who is also called Bloody Mary. This is where the drink actually gets its name from. It's called Bloody Mary because Mary was she had absolutely no compassion towards people, and whoever was not Christian, she would just kill them. So she was very, very strict in her beliefs, and I was one of the knights of the 12 knights that actually was with her most of the times, trying to protect her and just doing whatever she asked me to do. Basically, she was my boss. So the most important thing about this lifetime that I remember is this beautiful relationship with a woman that I used to have. So I was a guy, obviously, and basically I, not really obviously, but like I was a guy at that time, and I remember seeing her from the back, and she had this beautiful black, long, lustrous hair, shiny and thick kind of hair, like beautiful Asian people hair have, and I never saw her in the face, so I could never really connect to her eyes, and I do miss that. But I know that she was my soulmate, and I know that we had the most amazing life ever together. So I remember the most important phases of our relationship from the moment in which I proposed to her, which also, by the way, I remember that I was kneeling down to her, and I had this ring in my fingers, and I actually placed it over here on her finger, on her pinky. And later on, I made research because I thought to myself, this is strange, and like I was giving her this ruby. It was a beautiful ruby. Yeah, it was just not polished, but it was really, really a beautiful stone, and it was a ruby. I put it on her finger, pinky, and later on I researched, like I said, and I found out that in the Middle Ages, this is how they used to propose to people. So they would put it on the pinky and not on this other finger, just because the pinky was connected to the meridian of the heart. And by proposing and putting the finger in the meridian of the heart, they wanted to say, I want my heart to connect with your heart forever. Isn't it beautiful? So basically this is the story of it, and this is why I had that memory, because it actually happened in that way. So I remember when I proposed to her, like I said, I remember when she had our kid, she had our daughter in our own cottage. So we used to live in this cottage in the woods, and it was very far away from any other of construction, I would say. I remember a lot of isolation, but it was a good isolation. We really loved it to live there. And she had her daughter, and the pavement was natural pavement. It was it was ground. It was dusty. It was there was no way to clean it up, basically. And I have the memory of that too. And the most striking memory about that was the fact that she actually died because of the Black Death that was going on in that moment in England. And when she died in my arms, I totally understood why I remembered that past life. I remembered that past life because I was asking myself in that period of time, why have I not found my soulmate yet? And the answer was right there. It was right there in the memory of that past life. I hadn't found my soulmate yet because a relationship like that one that I had with this woman in the Middle Ages was so strong and so meaningful and so precious. It was the relationship of two souls that had known each other since eternity, since forever. And it's very hard to find something that even compares to that right now in my life. But I know that if it's meant to be, it's going to happen anyway. But what I wanted to say is that sometimes your past lives, they really give you hints, and they give you answers that you're looking for, and you will answer to these questions that you have in your lifetime right now. So you will be able to understand the certain patterns and certain qualities of your life right now. So I wanted to give you this perspective, and I will be putting out very soon a past life regression meditation, so that if you want to go into depth about it, you can do that also with me, or any kind of, you can try on YouTube. There are so many different kinds of videos, but I want to do that because it's really close to my heart to do it. So anyways, if you like this video, please like it and refer it to your friends. Woohoo! Just kidding. It was a pleasure to be with you guys, like always, and I am looking forward to our next video. And namaste. Thank you.